Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Beyond. In today's episode, we are going to be tackling this house right here and changing this into an ore processing station. So if we look over in our storage room, there are several different ores that you can convert into ingots pretty easily, right? We've got iron, we've got tin, gold, copper, etc., etc. There are 8 of them in total, although technically this one, garnierite or whatever, is nickel. They're identical. In fact, they're actually ore dictionary together. And there's also yellowite up here. We've got uranium. We've got whatever this stuff is, monazite ore or whatever. Some of these other ores can be converted into other things. Yellowite is really the only exception to what I'm about to talk about. But basically, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a system in that house over there that will automatically take these ores out of our system, out of our big storage network, as they come in and convert them directly into ingots. And my plan is to have this all be completely automated and happen automatically as soon as these ores show up in the system. Okay, and we'll double them, of course. We'll go with the ore doubling. Now, with that said, yellowite, it is possible to double it. You have to pulverize it first and then smelt up the yellowite dust or pulverized yellowite or whatever it's called. But the method that we're going to use, we're going to have to set up a separate system for that. So what we're going to do is actually something that we've been doing for a while, and that is that we have a redstone furnace here from thermal expansion, and it has the flux anodizer augment in it. And what that does is every time it smelts an ore, it doubles it. No pulverizing, no nothing. No other machines needed. All you need is the redstone furnace with the right augment, and you can see it's pretty quick. It's relatively quick. So we're going to set up 8 of those in this house over here, and that will automatically double those ores for us. We will set up another system eventually to handle the other different types of ore, but we're going to start with this. So, as I said, I want to put it in this house, and I definitely want this house. I don't know that I necessarily want to scoot it back. This whole little step right here is not doing it for me. Good, we can get rid of that. I also put down some of these oak slabs throughout the village. Those sheep are annoyingly loud. Do we have like a noise muffler? Is that a thing? Muffler from Extra Utilities. Good, it is still a thing. Let me make one of those real quick, or those guys are going to drive me absolutely insane. Let's just... There we go. Noise muffler. Stupid livestock animal things. Let's just... Peace and quiet. Much better. Okay, anyway, so I think what we need to do first is tear down this house. I'm also thinking I want to mess around with the elevation of this house a little bit. This fence in the back is going to have to go because it's going to be completely unnecessary once we get the actual house in place. But I'm thinking we're going to want to put the house on probably this elevation right here. So rather than have this path come down right here and then come back up, I think we're just going to keep it all at this elevation, and that's going to help this farm look a little bit better too. We'll still have a pathway that leads down to the mob farm, of course, but that'll be pretty easy to handle. So first and foremost, I need to get this house torn down, and I need to get the area kind of prepared, so to speak. So let me get that done, and then I'll come back to you. Alright guys, I am back. So I've got the road moved around. I think this looks a lot better. And then I've got the house kind of laid out-ish, sort of, kind of. I know that's very descriptive. Let's go and bring... How much stone do I have? I've got enough. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the back here as well. Okay. So that's kind of the default little bit, and then the roof is going to end up at that level, right? Is that right? No, that's, yes. Well, actually, let's think about it for a sec. We're going to want machines No, actually, this is all the higher we're going to want it to be, I think. Because we're going to have our machines at this level right here. And we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 machines, just like that. Except they're going to go right here, okay? And that way we have access to all of the different sides and options and all that kind of good stuff, okay? So that should work. I may have to do some kind of sneaky things with the conduits, but I think we'll be okay. Let's go here. And let's take out a little space underneath. Like just maybe one more. We're just clearing a little area down underneath where the machines are going to go, so we have like a little workspace down there. Okay? Should be pretty straightforward. Then right here, this is going to be like a double door. And in the corners, we're going to do this chiseled wood pattern. We'll get our roof in place as well. You guys should know how this is going to go by now. So I'm going to go ahead and finish out detailing the rest of the exterior of the building, get the roof in place. Not really doing anything brand new here. We're going to stick with the same theme. But once I've got that done, I'll come back to you. All right, guys, I am back. I've got the house done, at least as far as the exterior is concerned. So interior-wise, we need to get our machinery in place and wire it all up and all that kind of good stuff. So let's start with putting in our furnaces here. There we go. So we've got exactly 8 of them, and we're going to actually, you know what? Let's grab these conversion kits before we do this. There we go. So those are all now resonant machines, auto input enabled. I haven't decided yet exactly how I'm going to wire these up, but I do have a general idea at least. If you didn't know, you can shift left click on the center and it will clear all the sides, which is kind of a nice little trick. There we go. All right, so we've got that. Let's go ahead and let's just clear a couple of these stairs out just so we can get down here a little bit more easily. Give ourselves some space. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now, what we need to do, we're going to have to put our augments in, but let's work on the wiring a little bit. So I think, let's see, what's over here? This is my reactor. And down here we have a line that runs to the mob farm. Okay, so we can hook into this. What Y level are we at here? We're at like 57, 58, 59, basically. Okay, that should work. If I can figure out how to get back up here, that is. There we go. Let's just put these cobblestone blocks back. There we go. And let's grab some cabling. And then we're also going to need a few energy conduits and a flux point. There we go. All right, so as far as hooking these things up, we're going to set this up in such a way that everything automatically goes directly to my refined storage system. So right here, if we dig down to here, I think we should run into the thing. Maybe one more. And I know it's really dark, sorry, but let's just go. There it is. There's our refined storage line. Okay, so then we take this and bring it over this way. And we'll just bring it up to right here for the moment. Now, how do we want to hook up? I suppose the best thing to do would be, Yeah, so we'll probably put importers on one of these two sides, or actually, you know what we could do? Here, this is probably much easier. Let's just run energy conduits like that, and then we'll put a flux point right here and put it on our network, and that should charge all of these up relatively quickly. There we go. So there's our power gen, and then we just need our input and export. So let me make a, let's see, I'm going to need 8 importers and 8 exporters. Let me get those made, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. So we should be good to go. I've got my 8 importers and my 8 exporters all ready. So I think what we're going to do is we will export to this side, like so. And then we need to set these. So we're going to say export iron, export gold, copper, tin, lead, silver, nickel, and aluminum. There we go. So those are all set up, and then the importers we don't actually have to do any sort of like item stuff with. They'll just automatically take the right stuff and it'll be good. So we're set there. Now what we need to do is connect this up and then connect that up. Okay? So easy enough. Then we need to put all of our augments in place. Just like this on all of them. There we go. That's all taken care of. And then last, we need to configure the sides properly. So we said they are exporting to the bottom and importing from behind. So you can see this thing is now filling up with iron and it's exporting iron as well. So export, import. Oh, just kidding. Export, import, right? So, well, it's 2 clicks for that one either way. There we go. And there we go. So, that should do the trick. That should be basically everything that I need to do in order for this to automatically handle all of our, well, not all of our ores, but the majority of the common ores that we're going to have to deal with. So now, if we look at ingots, we should see, yeah, if we hover our mouse over, you can see these are all going up by various amounts. And if I can ever get my hands on some nickel ore, or ferrous ore from thermal expansion. I know I had some at some point, but it's not there anymore. The other thing we should probably do is pulverize the dust from a lot of these different types of ore, these ingots and things, and add those as well. So if we go to our ingots and we say iron, copper, silver, aluminum, tin, gold. What are the other ones that we had? Nickel and lead? I think that was all of them. And we had them in an order. Well, we'll sort out the order in a minute. It doesn't really matter that much. But if we throw those... it's sleep time. I need to take a nap real quick. There we go. If we throw those guys into... What's our augments on here? Yeah, here we go. If we throw these into here and turn them into dust, we can tell our system to automatically do that, to automatically take these as well. Now that I'm thinking about that, though, I don't know that that's necessarily a good idea, because there are some recipes that require the powder. And I don't necessarily want those to automatically export. Now that I'm actually, like, thinking about this, I don't know if we want to do that or not. Maybe at some point, if we set up, like, the pulverizers and stuff to be fully automated, maybe at that point it would be worth it. But for now, I think we're probably better off not doing that. Yeah, let's not do that for the moment. Now, the other thing we can do, now that we've got that done, we don't need this trifection. We don't need this anymore. We can have this one running whatever one it wants. So we'll put our trifection chamber back onto that redstone furnace, and I'll put this guy away. Okay, so we've got ourselves a nice little ore processing house. It gets the job done. It's not much to look at, but it fits within the theme of the rest of the village style-wise, and it'll be nice for us to have because I will no longer have to manually grab my ores from my system and throw them in. They'll just automatically process into the proper ingots, and it automatically ore doubles for me, which is always good. Wow, am I going through that much power? I don't have any dimensions that I'm trying to play with right now. Let's go look at our dynamos real quick. How are you guys? Oh, am I out of lava? I moved this around a little bit, but the drum is empty. Okay, well, that certainly explains part of the reason that I'm having an issue. We need to run to the Nether and try and fix that, like, pronto. Let's see if we can get this fixed. I'll be back in just a second. All right, guys, I'm back. The quarry is doing its thing. Not as fast as I would like, though. It seems like it randomly stops. Like here, it's picking back up again. But like I've had to start and stop this quarry on several occasions, and it's not working as a quarry so much as a pump right now. But still, it concerns me that we're running into these problems at all. Because there's still a lot of lava here. As you can see, there's tons of lava that hasn't been, grabbed. So I'm not sure. Right now, it looks like it's going through here. I may need to figure out some other sort of an option. As much as I like the RF Tools quarry, there are ranged pumps. This mod right here, which I tried in creative mode, and it really didn't work. But we may have to give that a go, because it's looking like the builder, it's working, but not as efficiently as I would like it to be. But this should be pumping lava back to our system now. Let's teleport back home. And maybe we'll see if we can set up one of those ranged pumps to increase the speed at which we gather lava. Let's just see here. If we look over here. Let's just see. Did that properly flow back to our thing? Yeah, I can see all the dynamos are on and they're filled back up. So it's working. It's a little derpy, but it is working. So I don't know. I'm a little worried. Maybe we'll hold off on the range pump for now and just I'll just kind of check up on it every now and again. Otherwise, one thing that could be really good is if we made a dimension where the whole dimension was just lava, using RF tools. What would go into that? And is it possible? These are all liquids. Can I make lava? I can. I need a thingy. That's the technical term. I need a thingy. I need one of these guys, a liquid absorber, which it does seem like I have. So I think if I put this above lava, it will absorb what I need? I think. Let's try it. Let's see if this does the trick. Let's head into the Nether. Assuming it works like all the other stuff, we should be fine. There we go. So let's go off kind of away from our quarry a bit. Ooh, and let's make sure that our magnet is in our hotbar as well, for obvious reasons. And then let's just plop this guy down right here. Kill that magma cube. Yeah. This thing's filling up with lava. It takes like 128 buckets of lava for it to fill up properly. But when it's all said and done, there we go. That now gives us the ability to make a dimension where it's lava. Lava just hopefully everywhere. That would be wonderful. Probably not that easy to do, though. I need to look into it. But guys, I am out of time for this episode for sure. So my friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it. And it really helps out my channel. Thank you so much for your support on this series so far. This series it definitely seems like you guys are loving it, and I'm really glad to see that. That makes me really happy. As for me, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.